Hey again, everybody. Welcome to Module 3. So, by now, you have a good understanding of the accounting principles, most common ones anyway, and also the debit and credit system. In Module 3, we'll take things a step further beyond regular journal entries and posting the T accounts. We will now be looking at adjusting journal entries. So, a regular journal entry is when you have something that happened in day-to-day business and then you record it. That's pretty straightforward. But at the end of some reporting periods, you have, or generally speaking, regular intervals. What you should do is you should update your books, right? Because there's something that don't happen as strictly as an event, but they do need to be recognized. A good example of this is amortization slash depreciation. You'll learn in this course that we use those terms interchangeably. Um, Either one is correct. The idea is that when you buy a capital asset and then you use it over time, it should go down in value on your books, right? And that's exactly what happens. You have the capital cost, the initial purchase price usually, and then you have over based on usage or time passed, you have accumulated amortization or depreciation, and that brings down the net book value of your asset on your book. So it gives the user a better idea of how used up an asset is, for lack of a better word. So looking at the engagement assessment for this week, um, we are going to focus on depreciation slash amortization. I'm going to talk about major capital assets. And we're going to have an age old discussion, seemingly. Um, Maybe not age old because cars haven't been around forever, but do you prefer to lease or buy a vehicle? What do you do in your personal situation? Right? So you don't have to talk about business, you can talk about your personal lives as well. Right? So you have a chance to explain why you prefer one or the other and reflect on the pros and cons, right? And all of these ideas can be included in your answer. So you don't have to get overly technical here, just a suggestion to talk about depreciation, but you can just simply talk about what you feel most comfortable with. And once again, remember to also make the responsive comments to a couple of your classmates to make sure you get full marks. All right. One last thing you want to keep your mind on at this phase, we've kind of almost completed the accounting cycle. Next week, we'll be doing closing entries, which is module 4. You can start to have a look at your assignment, right? Uh, you can kind of start to plan things out, maybe even think about how you're going to tackle it. It's going to take some time. And yeah, just a fair warning that you can start to analyze what you want to do. So there will be a file available for you that you can open up and see what the assignment is. And yeah, you can complete it whenever you like. But remember to set aside some time for it if you haven't already. All right. See you in the next module.